With work from home now being the new normal, and many cases in many cities and private offices not really opening beyond 33% and 10%, especially in Mumbai and other cities also now going into lockdown. One of the biggest hits which has taken place is in the commercial real estate sector. And what's the biggest hit is the rentals. Much like the residential sector, commercial sector also now has to renegotiate the rentals to make sure that the companies are not leaving offices. In fact, we've been hearing every day news of one or the other company really going ahead and vacating any office, and that's precisely the reason why at this point of time many commercial real estate players are now lowering their rentals. Now, what we did was to really understand of what kind of impact COVID-19 has had on commercial real estate and the rentals. We wanted to go through studies, and we got two studies. Now, one by Savills India, which said that the rentals can go down by as much as 3% in 2020. And the other study was a Cushman and Wakefield study, which expects the rates to go down as much as 5% in this year itself. However, many believe that next year will be better. But remember, when you're speaking about next year, it will be better from the 3% to the 5% degrowth we are speaking about. But the kind of projections they have, say for next year at this point of time, is that Savills India believes that it can go up from 3 to 9%. So they're quite optimistic that despite even their drop assumptions are lesser than a Cushman and Wakefield, they say that it will go down by 3% and it can come up by 3 to 9% next year. On the other hand, Cushman and Wakefield still has a very conservative growth path for the next year to come as well, and they've actually divided it into if growth comes into H1 and H2. But overall, what their assumption is at this point of time is that the rentals will only go 0 to 2%. So either whatever the new rentals which will be fixed at this point of time will remain the way they are next year, or they will grow by 2%. So no degrowth next year, but again, speaking about degrowth from the current scenario, which is obviously a 3 to 5% down. In fact, speaking about cities, what they believe is that it will be Bangalore and Hyderabad, the areas of Deccan, which will be taking in the lead when it comes to the growth, and they're expecting, in fact, 25% growth when it comes to occupancies in Bangalore next year, and Hyderabad, they're looking at a 22% growth. In Mumbai and Delhi, however, they're a bit conservative. They're saying that they will only grow by 18 and 15%. 2020, they believe, will be a washout for many. And that is something where the commercial real estate sector has been really looking at this point of time, given the fact that the occupancies have gone down. Now they have to renegotiate rentals to make sure that the tenants and the companies stay. And what is also a big setback is that many big companies, whether it be TCS, Infosys, Wipro, all the major IT companies have gone ahead and expressed their willingness to continue this whole work from home culture for a longer period for most of the employees, and that is something which is also worrying a sign for commercial real estate. So maybe they have to now really look at a new base when it comes to rentals as well as growth, as well as this year might really bring a lot of growth prospects down.